Alright, I promised that I would talk about my second camera that I'm using on my channel, and here it is. This is the Canon 730 HS, and this is going to be my full and totally abnormal review of this camera. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Phones, Drones, and Tech. I'm your host, Original Dobo, and if you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos just like this. Today, we are talking about this Powershot camera and why I like this camera as my second camera for my channel. Now, I typically don't use this for any sort of B-roll or anything like this. I use this when I don't feel like setting up my EOS SL2. I just feel like this camera does all the things I needed to do as a secondary camera. No, it doesn't shoot 4K, not a deal breaker, but it is very compact and easy to travel with, and it works fairly well. So what you're getting is a 20.3 megapixel 1-inch sensor in this camera. You're getting 1080p up to 60 frames per second. You get a microphone that's built into it. You get a flip-up screen, 40 times optical zoom, which is pretty cool for a lot of reasons. So all in all, this camera does all the things I like it to do. There are some downsides with this camera, and I'll go through and explain those here in a little bit. But overall, I think this does really well. Okay, let's try this out. I'm gonna be doing my full review. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently because I'm just going to do it sort of like a vlogging style. Since this camera is like perfect for the vlogger that is looking for something on the budget. So we're gonna be flying the drone. I've got the drone back here, and we're gonna be doing some stuff out here at the preserves. It is almost golden hour, and it is freaking stunning out. Like, I probably walked, I wanna say about a half mile so far to get out here. .40 times optical zoom, insanity. Sunset. It's definitely a cool place to come if you just want to like clear your thoughts and think, provided you're not getting bit up by bugs. I probably won't venture too far back into here because it's like almost 5:30. And I don't want to get caught back here like when it gets really dark. I've never been back here, and you know, there is a substantial amount of wildlife here. Although it is awesome looking. There's like this massive hill over here that's going to be cool to fly over. I'm just enjoying it, soaking it up. It's a nice relaxing Sunday. It does really good during the daylight. Like low light though, it seems like the performance breaks down a little bit. But I guess that's to be expected with a 1-inch sensor. I wish it had a better aperture. I think the aperture is only a max, like a small, largest it goes is 3.3. But it's actually pretty decent though for what it is. That'd be a cool spot to go, is like over here. I haven't flown it really over water since I got the Phantom back, so let's give it a go. That was fun. How's this doing with the ISO? It's doing pretty good, actually. It's tracking my face pretty good. Sunset is marvelous. Okay, so in closing on my totally unconventional review on whether or not you should buy this Canon SX730 HS, it's going to be really subjective. If you're looking for that professional shot, I would absolutely skip this camera. This is not for the professional, but what it is for somebody who wants an incredibly fast shot. Like if you just want to grab this camera out and take your shot, this camera is absolutely stunning. It's awesome, and it gives a really crisp, sharp image. Whew, it does struggle quite a bit in low lights, but
honestly, for that 40x optical zoom, I'm typically always filming during the daylight, so you know, the low light really doesn't bother me too much. It may bother people who film like a you know, a daily vlog where it's like from start to finish. That I could see something bothering you, but you know, for me, it's not really a deal breaker. It does do a pretty good job stabilizing footage, which is pretty nice, but the crop factor, because it is a 1-inch sensor, means you're sort of like, oh, like right here, like there's not a lot in the foreground here, but I mean, it's not too bad. It's no worse than what I would say like a Micro Four Thirds camera is. So if this doesn't bother you, like this sort of like, I'm using a Joby Gorilla Pod, and I'm like, just, you know, typical, like from, I don't know, here to here, not very far, and it's doing pretty good. But I do love this zoom. Like the zoom is just wild. Like I don't know, the zoom's pretty awesome. And the autofocus isn't bad. It's not the autofocus that you're gonna find in like the Canon 80D or any of the newer models, but it does work better than, it still works better than Panasonic's, which I hate to keep bragging on them, but it definitely works better than theirs. Yeah, I like this camera. I like it a lot. I think it's a great second camera.
All right, I wanted to take a really fast moment as I'm editing the video for the Canon SX730 HS. I wanted to talk about the things that I don't like about the camera and low light performance. You can see I'm in my office and there's really not a lot of light in here, and this camera struggles tremendously in low light. I am using automatic settings right now, which many vloggers are going to do that. It's not terrible, but it's just not good. After you get spoiled from other cameras, it's just not that good. The other thing is the microphone, it's built in, you're just sort of stuck with the quality of the mic, and that's really it. The other thing I don't like is that when you're not using the automatic movie mode, you cannot adjust the frames per second to any other quality. And there's also no 24 frames, so you have to basically downsample it to 24 frames from like 30 or 60. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it sort of is. The other problem I have with this camera is if I wanted to focus on my face and touch this monitor, it's not a touchscreen monitor, and I guess at $379, that's really not a huge deal breaker, but it's something that's there, is that, again, can't touch the focus, which is sort of a bummer. Other than that, everything else is pretty decent. It's all around, it's, you know, it is what it is. So anyways, back to the video.
It's just, this is like a real world test, totally about the video. Let me know in the comments section below. I think these reviews are just a little bit more personal, and I tend to like these a lot more. They're just, I don't know, like more real. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and the drone footage and everything else. It was actually a lot busier out here than I thought. Usually when I come out to this reserve, there's like nobody here because it's like a pretty far walk. So yeah, I don't know why it's so busy today. I guess it's Sunday fun day, whatever. But I will catch you all in my next video. Be sure that you like this video and you subscribe if you want to check out more content just like this. As always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.